Hello, I wanted to make a video where I did a little bit of the work on one of the StewMac rare pedal kits. This is the Two Kings Boost. I've done a couple of these, so I'm a bit familiar with it. What I wanted to do was start at the beginning here. I haven't even verified that I have all of the components. I'm going to start with sorting the resistors and the diodes. That's the first step on this build, soldering the diodes and then the resistors. So got the handy dandy multimeter here. Time to make a mess of it. So I don't need my capacitors or my bases or anything right now, so I'm going to get them out of the way. Put these in a bag so I don't lose them. Okay, these guys here are diodes. These ones here are also diodes. Turn that off for a second while I do this. Now there's different kinds of diodes. I'll do my best to show you how to tell these apart on this phone here. Yes, I'm still using my iPhone as my camera. A lot of diodes with this kit. Actually, what I might do, for the fun of it, I'll sort these resistors in a second. Move this out of the way. Do we have any more diodes in this? No, it does not look to be any. Okay. The plastic has a lot of give in it. Just tried to pop it with my thumb. So on these, you have the switchboard and then you have the main board. And you can cut these out or you can just pop them out. They're designed that they break away. It looks kind of barbaric, but I promise it's not. We won't need this one for right now. That one will come here in a little bit. Well, in the next video, I'm not going to do the whole thing now. This is the board. And let me get a pointer here. Any pointed object will do. Guess we'll use my pen today. These here are where resistors go. On here, you'll see D5, D6, D1, D3, D4. That's where diodes go on these. And if you'll also note, there is one side of these marked. That orientation has to follow on your diode. That's the path of current on these. Now there's other spots for diodes, here, here, and here. Also, LEDs are diodes, but in this case, we're not talking about those. So the book, you go to the component list. For all the diodes on one page. Yep, this will make it easier. This here, 1N5817, it's a rectifier. Oh, let me come over here. 1N5817, it's a rectifier diode. And am I focused? Yep. That's this black one here. So I can confirm I have 3 of them. That's what the build calls for. That's what the book shows I have. So I'll turn on my iron and I'll pop these into the board. Notice, what side's the camera on this? There it is. That marking on each of those, that gray, that matches the orientation on this board. You locate where they go. So all of them, all 3, focus on that closely, go right here. Notice the lines are alternating. So I'll gently bend these tabs over. I'm just populating these in right now. Now on these boards here, the leads are pretty tight on them, and that's fine, it's normal. Just get my pliers and gently pull it through. That's one in. Get this second one in. And we'll get this third one in. One of the things I had tried to make a conscientious effort to not do was say "we" so much, because, I mean, I'm the one that's doing it, and it annoys me when other people say it in videos, but then I thought about it more, and what a ridiculous thing to be upset over. So I have this out here. I'll just break it out to show you. This is the StewMac soldering holder, or PCB holder. Sorry. Get that to be about the right there. Move my meter out of the way here. Tin the tip and solder these guys. I don't know if you can hear one cat's up there singing the song of his people. He's also reminding me that my contacts I have in are not my multifocal ones. So that makes seeing these up close a little bit difficult. Just touch this up a little bit. Okay. There's two other diode types here. We have 8 of one and 4 of another. I think it's pretty easy to see these 4 and these 8. But I want to bring this a little closer. Focus on this. There are identifiers on here. I can't even speak. You will be able to tell your components apart. Come back up with this one. So you will be able to tell them apart. But I have all 8 here. I have all 4 here. So I know I have those. Mark those off. I'm going to move the 8 to one side, the 4 to the other side. Now, I'll bring this up here to show you where they go, because on this, I know these went here because they were marked with the numbers. But in this case, these diodes are actually marked D5, D6, D1, D3, D4. So we'll get the book and we'll see what it says. The outside 2 diodes on each row are the ones we have 4 of, the 4001s. So I will put all 4 of those in. In this case, the blue is the line that matches with the white line on the PCB. And again, what I do when I build these, I'll fold the legs over a little bit so I can access, so I can flip the holder over. You can also use, and I've done this in other videos, blue painter's tape. Stuff works great if you need to tape over a row of capacitors or anything like that. So what I mean, when you would flip this over, your components would fall out. Now these, they're pulled tight. I'm okay without taping them down, but a little bit of blue painter's tape and you can hold your components on your board. With the diodes, you don't want to hold on too long. The black ones are a little bit more hardy. What I mean is if you're working at a reasonable pace, you're going to be fine. But some people will hold their iron for too long. And that comes from lack of confidence in your iron and a little bit of skill. So clean tip helps. Tinned tip. Good solder. If you have to use lead-free, I feel sorry for you. That stuff's terrible to work with. I understand there's no safe amount of lead in the environment and all that, but I'm not eating the petals, and I'm not too worried about it. Okay, now here's the 1N914. Sorry, I was reading the book here upside down. Oh, I'm sorry, not upside down, right side up. Wow, delirious. So in my older age, my eyes have not been as good as they were when I was younger. And while my distance vision has not changed, my close-up vision has gotten progressively worse. And I have contacts that are multifocal length, so it's like bifocals in a contact, I guess. And they work tremendously well, but they're very expensive. I wear it daily. And I still have old supply of my old contacts, and I've been burning through them. So what I should be doing is wearing a pair of cheaters while I do this. But I don't know, I just got kind of excited. I've had this pedal kit laying around for a while. No, actually, so this is funny. No one's going to listen to this anyway, but it'll be funny to memorialize it. So I have this terrible FSA with so that I can set money back. Then I have that to use for healthcare expenses, and it's tax benefit and all that. Anytime you use it, they get up your ass because or was it definitely for a medical thing? It's oh yeah, I was just at the eye doctor, and you can clearly see the invoice for the contacts. So I had ordered those new contacts that I was just talking about, and there was a rebate going on. So the company with the contact lenses, they gave a rebate if you bought a year's supply. Year's supply was a lot of money for contact lenses, I think. And just want to make sure I stay focused on this board. So I get this rebate card, and it's not something that just works everywhere. It's a real pain in the ass to use. And everywhere I tried to use it, that I would buy something stupid, it wouldn't work. Musician's Friend wouldn't work. Sweetwater wouldn't work. PayPal wouldn't work. Amazon wouldn't work. eBay, no. And I found all that out the hard way, trying to order things. And then I called the My Choice rebates or whatever it is. And just terrible, terrible people to work with. And I somehow found out it worked at StewMac. So I was, well, what can I buy? I don't really need too much. And so I'll blow it on a pedal kit. Especially since that dude from Build Your Own Clone kind of shit on the whole community overnight. I still don't know if anyone actually knows the whole mystery to that being solved. Some people got their orders, some people didn't get their orders, people that ordered after other people got orders, people that were somebody in the community, they were able to get stuff, like favors were done, that kind of thing. At least that's the scuttlebutt, but... So anyway, that's how I ended up with this pedal kit, was from having my contact lens rebate card, and I needed somewhere to spend it. And, you know, I could have tried pedal PCB or stompboxparts.com, but the problem with that is I use PayPal to pay them, and the card doesn't work through PayPal. So lots of fun. Okay, that's all of the diodes installed. Move that over to the side. I'm going to attempt to sort these resistors. Remembering I don't see color properly, what I'm going to attempt to do is kind of match them and put them in a pile and then see if that number matches out. These two look the same from over here. But are they the same as these ones? I really can't tell, but they might be. So I can tell there's differences. I just can't tell how close they are. And I couldn't accurately tell you that's red, that's blue. That's why I have an electrical meter. I was hoping I'd be able to, oh, I have 4 of this one, so it's got to be these. Okay, are there any of the resistors that I have 4 of? So according to this book, 1, 2, there's only 2 that there's 4 of, so we'll find out which colors I messed up here. What do you think? So what do these guys come up as? 1 meg. 1 meg. How many 1 megs do I have? I have 6 1 megs. I bet that's these 2 then on each side. Let's find out. One, and 1. All right, so all of these are the 1 meg. And cross off that we found those. Let's do this to keep the soldering action going. Put all the 1 megs in. Oh, I think I'm off camera. Whoops. Where did I just pull that? No, that's not a 1 meg that I picked up. Oh my gosh. What an idiot. Oh. That probably made this sound really interesting, huh? That's probably why it was fighting me so much. It knew. It was the universe trying to tell me where my pliers at. So there's 6 1 meg resistors. I'll show you those, where they go in 1 second. Resistors are not polarized, so there's no need to worry about positioning them either way. I do it usually so the color bands go in the same direction. That's kind of what I follow with it. Because I figure there's people out there that can actually see color proper and actually diagnose this way. I'll get these 1 meg soldered in here in a second. I know I saw you right there. Now this is out of the order of what the book tells you to do. I'm only doing this because I know the locations on the board and because I know it's the next step. So I want to make sure these are all seated. Take a look, make sure I'm not going to block a capacitor or something. Sometimes those box caps can be a little bit difficult. Alright, I'll turn this back on. I'm going to solder this one again. I don't like all the tighter it is. Oh, I moved too slow. I did. I should pull the solder. I'm going to gamble with the trace though. It's okay, if I would have popped the trace, I know how to fix it. There we are. Pull this out to do this. All right. Pop this back in. Let's identify a few more. See if all 4 of these are the same. $6.7K, 6.7, 6.7, and 6.7. How many of those do we have? We have 4. A 6.8, but tomato, tomato, potato, potato. So let's see where they go. Another 6K8. Don't worry, I'll pull that tight. Where's it go? Right here. And right here. There we go. Just touching that joint up. Now I'm going to identify these and see what is here. $10K. Oh, no, that's not 10K, that's 1K. I don't know why I said 10. Okay, these are all 4 1K ohm resistors. Oh, and they're supposed to be 4 in the circuit. I want to check one thing here. In the King of Tone, there's 2 resistor values you can use in one of the positions, and I can't remember what position it is. I may have already installed it. Yeah, 1K or 100K. I didn't do it yet. So install your last 2 resistors. These are marked 1K and 100K, so we'll hold off on doing those. We included pairs of 1 and 100 to give the builder the option to modify the gain stage of the circuit. The stock King of Tone uses 1K for a nice clean crunch. For a higher gain level Instead, use one or both 100K. Commonly used setup is a 1K on the left and then 100K on the right. I'll have to look at what the other two I built are. But when I get to that, I will... Oh, what am I doing here? Hold on. I'm going to put the two 1Ks that actually go in no matter what, and I'm going to set these aside. Because what I will do, I will take out my other two that I've built and see how I built them. Or maybe I'll just do what they say, one left and one right. Okay. So what do we have? Either 1 or 100 for those two. I want to put the two 1Ks that don't need to worry about the rest of the circuit in now. So it is the middle one. Flip this around. It is the middle one to the left of the diodes that goes in no matter what. And what's the second one? Fourth down from the capacitor. 1, 2, 3, 4, right here. Put those in now. Oh, I just filled a hole. That's what I get for not paying attention. I'm not even on the camera. Son of a bitch. First order of business, I'm going to cut these. Then I'm going to clear that hole that I boogered up. Okay. That hole I filled is right beside that. Don't tell anyone. Clear it out. That was one of the things my old electrical engineering teacher taught us, was clearing out a solder spot just by tapping it. You know, if it was something that could handle the tap, it's a little bit easier than dealing with solder wick and a sucker on some things. I mean, you know, equipment's made for a reason. All right, so get the other bag of resistors. The other bag and just get all the resistors out. Move these to the side. We have a gaggle here, don't we? There's our component list. Okay. We've used 2 of these, and we know where the other 2 are. 4.6, and 100. So this is one of those 200Ks. This is one of our 4.6. We have one more of those. $10K. So these are both 10Ks. It's 10. 27. 27. Let's pop them in. Another 10. Oh, if I could have seen that better. It actually labels the ones that are 1K or 100K. I'll bring that closer so you can see. I'll do it right after I solder these. What are these? 27K. Okay, back to it. So, get my trusty pointer. See how that there says 1K or 100K. So, I didn't have to get the book out and look. I could have just looked at the board and then seen. Like I said, I did 2 of these before. Or I might have said I did a couple of them before, but I did 2 of them that I can remember. I did a silver one and a pink one that I did. I'm almost certain I wired them one way and one the other way. Like one completely stock, then one with one side low gain and high gain. Okay. So this is a 4.7. This is 47. I wonder if this is, no, that's 2 of them. I wonder if this is also 47. I saw that gold looking color at the end. So 47s. 4.7. So here's both 4.7s and both 47s. So put my 4.7s in first. So that goes in the spot that says 47K. I'm sorry, the 47s go into there. The 4K7 is where these go. I was thinking the right thing, but doing the wrong thing and saying the wrong thing. Because 4K7 is 4007. That's how we write that. Well, 4700, 4700. Whereas the 47K was 47,000. So this 47 goes right here. This 47 goes over here. Make sure these are all mostly tight. Okay. Now, there's only a couple left. We have two of something here. I wonder if these are 33K. 220K. What's this? 100K. 100K. So 100K, 33K, wait a minute. I think I misspoke. 33. 100. Okay, so these are both the 100. These are 220. Okay, so 220. I should have two of this. So one more. There it is. Got scared there. I was going to have to get in the drawer and get one out. So these little guys here. The difference in the size is the wattage rating of the component. It's what they can handle, but this isn't going to have anything terrible in it. it's going to give it any trouble. So yeah, running off a 9-volt DC power supply. It's not generating enough to fry it. Now, I don't know why some of the kits, certain values always come with the lower ones. I haven't noticed if it's always 33 or not. So maybe 33K is a cheaper number to buy that way or manufacture that way. And then these are the 220s. All right, we're getting there. So this is where the board is at so far. In the next video, I will install either the combo of the 100 and the 1, or both 100s, or both 1s. What I'm going to do is take my other two that I've built apart, assess the situation, and see what I have built already. And then either do something similar to one or different to it. I haven't decided that part